Well, Chicago calling on President Biden's administration to send federal money to help transform our rail system.
As WGN's Brona Tumulty reports, it would revamp Union Station in particular. Take a look.
Good evening, guys. The mayor and the governor, amongst officials gathering today to talk about the Chicago Hub Improvement Program. Now, collectively, that project is worth an investment of more than $1 billion, with the hope being the majority of that will come from the federal level.
Chicago is the heart and the soul of the nation.
Leaders from Illinois and Michigan putting the pressure on President Biden today, urging him to sign off on a massive investment to revamp our rail system.
We have seen in recent years that the interest and demand in rail on passenger side in particular is outpacing what our current infrastructure can handle.
The Chicago Hub Improvement Program is a series of proposed projects that would cost more than $1 billion.
This project isn't just about Chicago. It's not even just about Illinois. It's about the entire nation.
An application for a federal grant worth a whopping $872 million was first submitted early last year, with local agencies like Cook County and Metra putting in another $218 million combined. The grant, though, didn't come down the line, but the hope is, with a presidential election looming, it could get the green light by the end of the year.
We are seeing an increase in the amount of conventions that are coming to the city of Chicago. The fact that we have so much traffic, rail traffic, in and out of Chicago already, adding to the fact that we're seeing growth, that should be enough impetus for folks in Washington.
So what would we do with the money?
I commute on the train every day.
Sandy DiGiulio tells us she's in favour of anything that can encourage folks to use public transport.
There's more and more people using it. Flying is expensive, so if you can make trains comfortable and comparable in fares, I think people would use it more.
A large portion of the funding would bring an aging Union Station into the 21st century.
Chicago's Union Station is the third busiest passenger rail terminal in America, with more than 3.3 million Amtrak riders and 30 million Metro riders annually.
With the money helping to improve platforms, along with upgrading the ventilation system and the concourse.
I love it. I think they should spend money on it.
Additional trains could be added, which might even include a high-speed service over to O'Hare, and travel times to the likes of Detroit could be cut by half an hour.
This is such a beautiful station and we really are blessed to have it.
And Detroit is where Chanel Schultz is heading today to see her family, telling us she'd be thrilled to cut even 30 minutes off the journey.
It would be great, honestly, even a half hour to add time to spend with family, but in the end it's a half hour less you're traveling.
Now, Pritzker did mention at today's press conference that there is, of course, a lot of competition for those federal dollars, but of course they are needed here as well, and the hope is again that the president will sign off on this within the next few months. We're at Union Station, Brona Tumulty, WGN News.